Hello, friends. The debate around Brazil's 2026 FIFA World Cup hopes has exploded once again, and this time it was ignited by one of the greatest legends in the country's football history, the former Phenom striker who shook world football in two different decades, Ronaldo Nazário. In a bold and emotionally charged statement, Ronaldo claimed that Brazil cannot win another World Cup unless Neymar Jr. returns to the squad. According to him, Brazil's national team, managed by the tactical maestro and multi-league champion coach Carlo Ancelotti, currently lacks a player capable of doing the impossible at any moment, something Neymar has proven for over a decade on the world stage. Ronaldo declared passionately, "We will never find another Neymar. There's only one." These words have rippled across South America, echoed by pundits on Brazilian platforms like the sports broadcaster ESPN Brazil, where the topic has dominated talk shows and football segments for days. For fans who have grown up watching Brazil's seam of magic football culture, from the era of the 1998 FIFA World Cup to the more recent heartbreak in the 2014 FIFA World Cup semifinal collapse, Neymar represents not just a winger or a forward, but an entire footballing philosophy of audacity, confidence, and creative freedom. Ronaldo believes Neymar isn't just a player. He is belief itself, a symbol that raises the performance level of everyone around him. In his view, when Neymar steps onto the field wearing the Brazil jersey, recently crafted by the official kit supplier Nike, the entire team plays differently. Their body language changes, their movement becomes braver, and their imagination reaches its peak. Ronaldo insists that Neymar's experience is essential for leading Brazil's golden new generation. Players like the electrifying dribbler and Champions League head-turner Vinícius Júnior, the composed attacker and long-range threat forward Rodrygo, and the young prodigy striker Endrick, all of whom are now core weapons in the squad's rebuild. But Ancelotti has made it clear that nostalgia alone cannot win tournaments. Managing the national team under the governance of the Brazilian Football Confederation, known locally as CBF, means managing a system, not a star museum. He respects Neymar's value, but insists fitness and match readiness are non-negotiable. Outside of emotional arguments, his approach is grounded in performance logic, backed by data-driven strategy and physical balance. In a press interaction reported across outlets, including the news arm of Globo, Ancelotti stated that Neymar is welcome, even wanted, but only if the forward proves full recovery, stability, and physical availability. Brazil's 2026 plan, according to him, is being built on equilibrium, high-intensity pressing, positional discipline, and tactical flexibility rather than on single-match miracles. The team's new style pulls inspiration from European structural models seen in elite clubs like Real Madrid and national sides in UEFA Nations League campaigns, systems that demand durability and selfless structure. In one corner of the football nation, Ronaldo's viewpoint aligns with vast segments of Brazilian audiences who grew emotionally attached to Neymar during his reign in global club football. From his surreal moments at FC Barcelona to his influence at Paris-based giants like Paris Saint-Germain, and most recently at the Saudi powerhouse club Al Hilal, where despite injuries he remains one of the league's biggest names. According to Ronaldo, leaving a player like Neymar outside of the national team mix is footballing injustice. However, Ancelotti believes that a World Cup campaign today is a marathon of intensity across multiple weeks, 7 high-risk elimination games, aggressive travel schedules, and psychological load that demands not only brilliance, but physical constancy. Neymar, unfortunately, has been trapped in one of the most brutal recovery battles of his career, fighting injuries, including a serious ACL rupture suffered in 2023 and reported widely in global sports medicine discussions linked to institutions like Aspetar, which later followed similar cases of elite football rehabilitation. He has been out of international duty for almost a year, missing key fixtures and qualifiers that helped other attackers cement deeper trust under Ancelotti. His absence created the perfect environment for Vinícius Júnior and Rodrygo to evolve beyond supporting roles into leadership weapons, especially following Brazil's tactical shift after elimination from the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Yet even with these rising stars carrying Brazil's attack with youthful ferocity, Fans across digital arenas like the social platform Instagram argue that none of them yet replicate Neymar's singular ability to create instant chaos, tempo shifts, drawing multiple defenders, or generating penalty area unpredictability. Many supporters voice their love through football communities founded on chat platforms like the Brazilian supporter group network Football Nation Brazil, where daily debates reflect an emotional conviction. World Cups aren't won only by fitness or generational talent, but by the heartbeat of someone who has lived the tournament pressure before. Neymar himself has spoken publicly in interviews distributed globally through networks, including the sports publisher Goal, where he confirmed his desire to return to international football, stating that he still dreams of representing Brazil in 2026. Ronaldo supports this dream wholeheartedly, claiming that Neymar's presence acts as emotional armor for younger players navigating unimaginable pressure. His argument finds historical backing in iconic tournament examples, such as 2002 FIFA World Cup, where Ronaldo himself carried Brazil to glory using an elite mix of fitness and unmatched tournament temperament. But Ancelotti worries that Brazil can't rely on hope alone. Tactical direction for 2026 is being refined through high-performance camps centralized in Brazilian training sites monitored by clubs and rehab experts alike, including facilities like Granja Comary, commonly referenced in national training contexts tied to Brazilian preparation models. But to maintain consistent disambiguation, we can reference the Brazilian team's training headquarters under the oversight of Granja Comary, without repeating internal names. Brazil's system ahead of 2026 prioritizes rotation, mental clarity, physical stamina, and balanced squad architecture. Despite Neymar's unrivaled legacy, he cannot simply walk back into the team until the medical green light, built on the same protocols used by top football medical teams across the world, including MRI evaluations, match conditioning tests, sprint profile analysis, collision load adjustment, progressive overload clearance, and confidence in re-injury risk reduction, declares him dependable for 7 full knockout games. While Vinícius Júnior, Rodrygo, and Endrick represent the future framework for Brazil's World Cup ambitions, the generational question remains burning in homes across Brazil, amplified by sports merch sellers from platforms like the future sports equipment retailer interest cluster built around global markets, including jersey discussions within digital ecosystems tied to tournament culture. The real puzzle isn't emotional versus tactical. It's identity versus evolution. Do you build Brazil through youthful engines alone, or do you re-inject the last surviving practitioner of raw Selecao magic alongside a disciplined European tactical spine? International football in 2026 will reward teams that combine both system and sorcery, shape and surprise. And if Neymar returns fully fit, wearing the jersey adored by millions, the very uniform that symbolizes five-star pride from tournaments immortalized in football canon, Brazil instantly becomes psychologically heavier, tactically richer, creatively more varied, and narratively unmissable. The world will watch not because Brazil might win, but because with Neymar, they might dream again. The question now, echoing across Brazil, is simple but colossal. Will Neymar prove his fitness in time to join Ancelotti's final 2026 squad? Will belief outweigh risk? Can one final magician coexist with a machine built for the future? Fans on comment sections across platforms, from Instagram Reels to feeds under organizations like social media networks trusted by Brazilian football lovers, including FUT Nation arenas, now hold their breath. The clock to 2026 is ticking, and one thing is clear: Brazil is no longer just preparing a squad, it is negotiating its soul.